the ball. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Butler teamed with Dunleavy on the perimeter. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's Rose in at the 1.
Good make to get things underway.
Yeah, and always a relief, I think, to get those first points out of the way and actually get that first sweat and that first bit of contact in the game, because it just settles you down a little bit.
Wall, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Rose kicks to Gasol. Outside Butler. Fires from deep. Gortat with the rebound. Now here's Dudley. The 9-foot shot. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Dudley.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Here's Rose. Gasol, a screen on Wall. Rose attacking. A good close contest so far. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said
she definitely put the ball in my hands.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I'm not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking them when she beats them in a game of horse. Bradley's not only got a special J, he's got a pretty good disposition too.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Wizards. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Chris Humphries is out there with Gortat, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Brooks the pass to Gasol. Rebounded by the Wizards.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And Wall kicks to Humphries. Great D that time from Gibson.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Mirotic the screen. Brooks kicks to Butler. Lets the 3 fly. And the first half comes.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. And that's going to do it for now, as the second half is almost ready to get started.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3, the small forward.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes the first. Gary Neal's checked in for Washington. Sessions comes in for John Wall. The Bulls also changing it up. Taj Gibson's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Dunleavy. And Brooks subbed in for Jimmy Butler.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Now Rose. Mirotic, a screen on Sessions. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Derrick Rose.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the...
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Nene is out there with Humphries. Then there's Ramon Sessions. Then there's Jared Dudley. And it's Beal in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Sessions with it. Nene left side. Uncovered. The rebound by Gibson.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
No, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Here's Nene. That one wide left. Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 2. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
Outside Rose to tie it up. Count it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. We're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate, and we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Bulls 5 right now. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Brooks is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Mirotic in at the small forward position. Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 50 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Here is Wall. Nene, the screen. Nene with the screen on Butler. Neal kicks to Gortat. Count it! A huge shot to tie it up.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. The drive by Brooks. It's good!
And really, the defense on both sides. Non-existent.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. Invisible, non-existent. This game has had the look really of a layup line for the most part.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
A 3-point there on the technical, and one they needed in this kind of a close game.
Jared Dudley's checked in for Porter. Chicago also making some changes. Mike Dunleavy, who's checked in for Mirotic, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Aaron Brooks. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 23 seconds left in overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run it.
Beal's checked in for the Wizards. And Wall kicks to Beal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Unloads. Missed. And here's Rose. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage.
Chicago calls timeout. They're ahead by 1. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first overtime. And an intentional foul right there. And he could not get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. Wall. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed Clark.